The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Okay, ready? We're lining. Step pass, step pass, step pass. Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so 3rd down coming up.
Good job there on the outside. Sent the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw caught by Gray. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a mountain of a man to just make that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Danny Gray,
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
and the Titans are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Let's go.
Now here's Burks on the jet sweep.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Willis.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
A dump down to McKinnon. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to throw, Willis.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Chiefs at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. That one goes for 24 yards.
Man man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength. He's going to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Butker's kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Taken in at the 3.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. That's complete to Traylon Burks.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
On first down, Willis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Willis is going to throw once more.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they had so far, the field goal. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
that'll be caught.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Now Willis.
That's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Come on. Check contact. Ready.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Willis had his hands on it, but dropped it. But he making a little bit of a argument still on 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route draft, it's just on that play. I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So able to force the fumble, but then they really couldn't move the football, Charles, and they get 3 points out of it.
And they made sure they got something out of that takeaway, didn't they? Because even if they couldn't put it in the end zone, they were not going to turn the ball back to them without putting something on the scoreboard.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes.
Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster,
57 yards.
and the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Booker is on target.
We are even at 10 apiece. Level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having that all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
The shotgun snap to Willis.
20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And that one results in 35 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Willis headed left off the option. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Now Gray on the jet sweep.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now.
Willis.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Bullock's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Chiefs pick over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Play fake. Here's Willis. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's a Titans touchdown. Danny Gray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew. And
for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Titans are going to take possession of the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They go play action with Willis.
Able to find Gray here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try with McKinnon, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jerick McKinnon, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire from 10 yards out.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Mahomes to throw it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready, set, go, Reed, go.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again
to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And brought in downfield by Burks.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Trailing Burks.
27 yards.
And the Titans have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Here's Mahomes. Pass complete to Edwards-Helaire.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Mahomes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Tennessee,